My name is Vishal Gunwar. I am PGT Computer Science, and today we are discussing about the computer. Computer is the basic thing which are used all the field in our life. Okay, so today we are discussing about the basic things about the computer. So the first question regarding the computer, that is the what is the difference between the computer and the computer system? That is the basic question, and it is important for all the student and all the person those are using the computer science. Okay, so first thing we are discussing about the computer. What is the computer? Basically, the computer means that is the hardware. Computer means hardware. Okay, hardware means suppose we are having the one computer, and this computer having all the hardware, like it having the monitor, it having the hard disk, ram, keyboard, mouse, everything it having. Okay, so that means, but it is not working, that means that is the hardware. Hardware means that is the only computer. Okay, but whenever we are having the one system, and this system having the hardware plus software, and also it working properly, that means that is known as the computer system. Computer system. Computer system means hardware plus software. Okay, so that is the difference between the computer and computer system. Most of the time, sometime some person told that is the computer, that is the computer system. So but really they don't know what is the difference between the computer and the computer system. Okay, so computer means that is the hardware. Okay, and computer system means that is the hardware plus software. Hardware software means the particular system work properly. Okay, you can work on it, that means that is the computer system. If you are not work on it, that means that is the only the computer. Okay, that is the first thing. Now we have to discuss about the definition of a computer. Basically, the basic definition of the computer means it is the electronic device which perform the calculations. Okay, anything, whenever you talking about the desktop, whenever you talking about the laptop, your tablet, your mobile phone, your digital watch, everything that the part or type of a computer system. Why? Because they are all the electronic devices and they perform the calculation. Okay, so what is the computer? Computer means that is the electronic device which perform the calculation, that is the computer system. Now the next important thing regarding the computer, their property. Okay, whenever we are using the computer system, it having the different type of property. That's why we are using the computer. Everything having the some property. That's why we are using. So the first main property of a computer, that is the speed. What is the speed? Speed means fast. Okay, we are using the computer because of their speed. Okay, if computer are not speed up, okay, they are not perform calculation very fast, then we are not using the computer. There is no meaning for us of a computer system. Okay, so all the computer system having the high speed of calculation, that's why we are using the computer system. Second thing, accuracy. Accuracy means accurate data. Okay, whenever you have to give in the particular data to the computer system, then it will calculate, and it will show the proper output. Okay, accurate output. Like whenever we are having the some calculation, suppose we are having the triple line into triple line, and whenever we have to calculate the particular number, okay, it may be possible we are facing the some complexity, and we are facing the some problem whenever we have to multiply the two large number. But whenever this thing done in a computer system, it don't facing the problem. Why? Because of computer working on a computer program. Okay, so always computer give the accurate answer. Okay, whenever you are anything you have to perform in a computer system. Okay, next thing, that is the versatility. What is the versatility? Versatility means versatility means whenever you are working on a computer system, there are different type of tasks you have to perform in a computer system. Okay, yeah, you have to play the game, you have to perform the programming, and you have to you can draw, you have to type something. Okay, you have to doing different type of tasks in a single computer system. Okay, this thing is known as the versatility. Versatility means you have to perform, the computer perform different type of tasks with the accurately. Okay, next thing, reliability. Reliability means it is the reliable. Reliable means whenever you have to give the same output, same input three times. Okay, so on the basis of the input, it show the output. Okay, whenever you give the same input three times, it show the same output three times. Okay, so all the output depends on the input and their process. Okay, so every time computer perform the better output and provide the accuracy for you, This thing is known as the reliability. Okay. Next thing, that is the memory. Memory is the most important part of our computer system. Is the most important. Why? Because first thing, what is the memory? First we have to discuss what is the memory. Basically, memory is the space where you can store your data or information in the digital form. Okay. For example, suppose you are having some data, some information. So you every time you have to store your computer system, but in the digital form. This thing is known as the memory, like your hard disk, your RAM, your ROM, your pen drive, and your bootable hard disk. Okay. So lots of things you are having for storing your data and information into the computer system. So this thing is known as the memory. So speed, accuracy, versatility, reliability, and the memory, these are main five property of a computer system. That's why we are using the computer system. Okay. Okay. Speed and the memory are the two most important. By speed means that is the fast, and memory means it having the capability to store the some data information in it. Okay. Now the next thing we have to discuss the part of a computer system. Basically, computer having the two part. One is the hardware and second is the software. Okay, what is the hardware? Hardware means it is a part of a computer system and which we can touch or see. That is the hardware. For example, like keyboard, like mouse. Okay, like monitor. So these are known as the hardware of a computer system. Why? We can touch or see. That's why these are the hardware. Next we are talking about the software. Software means it is also the part of a computer system. Okay, and we can't touch or see. Okay, that is known as the software. For example, like some type of software like MS Paint, like MS Word. Okay, like Excel, PowerPoint, BLC, Power DVD. There are lots of type of software are available in a computer science. Okay, in your computer system. Okay, so all the type of software which we can't touch or see, they are known as the software. If we can't see or touch, they are known as the hardware. So these are the basically two part of a computer system. Now the next thing we have to discuss their types of a computer system. The types of a computer system is basically the computer system having the four types. The on the basis of size, computer having the four types. The first one, that is the micro, and second one, that is the mini computer. Third is the mainframe, and last one, that is the supercomputer. Okay, they are all a computer. Okay, so we have to discuss one by one all the four types. First thing we have to discuss about the microcomputer. What is the microcomputer? Microcomputer means that is the computer system which are having the small in size. They are having the microprocessor. They are inexpensive and they are also using the CPU. And this type of computer system are known as the microcomputer. For example means we are using the laptop, we are using the desktop. Okay, and we are using the tablet. These are the example of a microcomputer: laptop, desktop, and tablet, etc. Okay, because they are having the they are inexpensive and they are small inside. That's why they are known as the microcomputer. The second one, that is the mini computer. What is the mini computer? Mini computer means they are very small in a size, and also they are having the less memory storage, and they are having the less processing speed, and their size vary between the micro and mainframe. Okay, mini computer vary between the micro and the mainframe. For example, in a mini computer like iPod and iPhones. Okay, these are the example of a mini computers. The next thing, that the mainframe. Mainframe are the one of the specific category of a computers. Okay, the all the big company like a Google, IBM, Infosys, all these things are using the mainframe computer system. Their size are very big, just like a room. Okay, so the main advantage regarding the mainframe, at a one time more than one person can use the single system. That is the advantage of a mainframe computer system. Okay, that's why all the big company using the mainframe computer system. But the what is the most disadvantage regarding the mainframe? They are for whenever you are having a mainframe computer system, you have to maintain it. Okay, and for maintaining you have to need a AC room. Okay, full air conditioning room. Okay, if you are not having the AC in a particular room, then mainframe system facing the problem. Okay, and the last thing, that is the supercomputer. Everyone know what do you mean by the supercomputer? Supercomputer basically the latest computer, and they are the very fast nowadays. Okay, and whenever they are having the much better hardware, they are having the much better processing speed. Okay, and that's why they are the much faster than the other system, and you can use it. Whenever you are talking about the India, in India basically we the first supercomputer in the India, that is the Param. That is the Param. Param is the first supercomputer which are built in India. And this time basically we are having the two supercomputers which are used very frequently. That is the Param and second is the Meher. These are the two supercomputers of India. Okay. And whenever we have to talking about the fastest supercomputer of the world, that is the Fugaku. That is the Fugaku. That is the fastest supercomputer of the world, and it is built by the Japan. Okay, that is Japanese supercomputer, and that is the super fastest computer this time. Okay, so basically the computer having the four part, that is the micro, mini, mainframe, and the supercomputer. Micro means they are having the less in size, they are inexpensive, and they are having the microprocessor. They are also having the CPU. For example, laptop, desktop, they are the example of a micro computer. And secondly, mini computer also, they are the small in size, they are having the less processing power. Okay, and their size vary between the micro and the mainframe. Okay, and their example like iPod, Samsung mobiles, and iPhone, etc. Next thing, mainframe system. They are the very important computer system, but they are not using individually. Okay, they are basically used by the companies like IBM and Google. Okay, for the basically they are using for the weather forecasting and the scientific research. Last one, supercomputer. They are having the much better hardware, much better processing power than the other system. That's why they are known as the supercomputer, as you know. And in India, Param and the Mir are the two supercomputer. Okay, and they are the used very frequently. And whenever you are talking about the world, okay, the fastest supercomputer of the world, that is the Fugaku. Okay, Fugaku. Okay, and this supercomputer built by Japan. Okay, now we have to discuss about the next thing, that is the IPO cycle. What the IPO cycle is? IPO cycle, it is the most important part of a computer system. IPO cycle. IPO cycle. I means input. I means input. P means processing, and O means output. Okay, so IPO cycle means I means input, P means processing, and O means output. IPO cycle is the most important part of your computer system, and we have to discuss this thing with the help of a diagram. This is the diagram, that is the processor, uh, and this is the input, and this is the output. Okay, what is the input? Input means whenever you are having some data and some information, you have to enter this data into the computer system. Okay, then after the CPU process the data, calculate this data. Okay, then after it will show the output. Okay, so this is the basically that is known as the IPO cycle. I means input. Input means you have to enter the data into the computer system. Process means the CPU calculate the data or perform the calculation, and after the calculation it show the result, and the result known as the output. So basically every computer system having the three steps. Okay, and every computer system follow the IPO cycle: input, process, and output. Okay, now we have to discuss the something about the input devices. Input devices means these are the some devices which are used for entering the data into computer system. Okay, for example, whenever we are having some data and we want to enter this data into the computer system, then basically we are using the keyboard and the mouse. Okay, basically we are using the keyboard and mouse. What is the keyboard? Keyboard basically the input device, and it having the different type of key. Basically the keyboard having the 104 total number of key, it having the some alphabet key, it having the some numbers key, also it having the some functional key. Okay, and total number of key, that is the 104. Okay, and with the help of the keyboard you have to enter the data into the computer system. Second thing, mouse is the pointing device. Okay, and whenever you are doing something on a computer system and whenever you have to need to point something, okay, then after we are using the mouse. Okay, so they are known as the input devices. Now we have to discuss about the processing. For the processing we are using the only one thing, that is the CPU, central processing unit. That is a single thing which are totally responsible for the processing of a computer system. Okay, and it is also known as the brain of your computer system. Why? Because it done all the calculation and all the thing in your computer system. CPU having the basically the three part. The first part, that is the ALU, second is the CU, and third is the registers. What do you mean by ALU? ALU means arithmetic logical unit. Arithmetic logical unit, that is the full form of the ALU, and ALU is totally responsible for doing arithmetic and the logical calculations. Okay, whenever you are working in a computer system, there are lots of calculation every time you have to perform. Okay, so whenever you are having any arithmetic and the logical calculation, it is handled by the ALU. Okay, second thing, what is the CU? CU means control unit. Control unit means we are not talking about the only the arithmetic and logical calculation. Any type of calculation which are performed in a computer system, that is the handled by the CU, control unit. Okay, it control all the instructions which are done in your computer system. Any type of instruction, logical, arithmetic, doesn't matter of other things. Okay, and the last thing, that is the register. What is the registers? Register basically the temporary storage devices. Okay, they hold the data for a very short time. Okay, whenever you are having some data, something else. Okay, so you have to hold this data for 1 second or 1 minute or for a very short time. That's why the register are known as the temporary storage devices. Okay, this thing. So basically CPU having the three types. One is the ALU, arithmetic logic unit. Second thing, that is the CU, control unit, and third is the register. ALU means arithmetic logical unit. That means it to perform all the calculation regarding the arithmetic or logical. CU means it control all the instruction in which are done in your computer system. Doesn't matter that arithmetic or logical. And third one, that is the register. Register basically are the temporary storage devices. Okay, they have to hold the data for a very short time. Okay, so this is the video of today, and basically today we have to discuss about the computer, their definition. Computer is the electronic device which perform the calculation. Then we have to discuss their part. Basically though they are it having the two part, one is the hardware, one is the software. Then we have to discuss their property. Then after we have to discuss the type of a computer system. Basically four type of a computer system: micro, mini, mainframe, and the supercomputer. Then after we have to discuss about the IPU cycle. Okay, input, process, output. Okay, so this is the overall structure of IPU cycle. All the computer system follow this IPU cycle. Okay, so this is the overall, this is the first lecture. Okay, or this is the basic of computer system. Okay, so thanks for watching this video.